No matter what four-wheel drive you own, if you go anywhere to four-wheel drive, you're going to have to do two things. You're going to have to deflate your tires, then you're going to have to inflate them at the end. Now, we got the Indeflate from MAXTRAX, and we got the Morflate four-wheel system as well. So I'm going to put these two to the test and see which one's best for you. I'm really excited about this one today. We've got the system here from MAXTRAX. Now, I actually bought this about 2 months ago. We did a video on all sorts of compressor things, and this was a really good thing to use. Now, the boys at Essential 4x4 saw the video and said, hey, we think our system's just as good. Can we send you one up to test? And I said, absolutely, bring it on. So they have sent it up. We're not paid by them. We're not sponsored by them. We're going to give a complete unbiased review. We're going to put this against this. They also, though, to spice it up a bit, they've sent this up their compressor. Now, this is I don't know, we haven't even turned it on yet, but we're going to put this head to head with the ARB dual compressor that's built into my toolbox. And we're going to see how good that compressor is too. Now, we're here on Fraser Island, and we're going up probably in the Gala tomorrow, so we're going to be using these things quite a lot over the next few days. We'd want to give them a third test here and see which one is better. We're going to test them for speed of use, quality of build, value for money, and anything else that these things should be put through. We're going to put them through in this video and see which one should be best. So we've hooked this up to the ARB dual compressor. It does have a 40-litre air tank in it, so it's at 21 psi now. We're going to take it to 40 psi and see how long it takes with the Morflate on the ARB. All right, I'm going to get a start watch here. We're start and we're off. I'm going to call it there. 39.9998. 4 minutes 20, it's 4.5 minutes for the ARB dual with the Morflate hoses to go on 33s from 21 psi to 40. 4 minutes 30. All right, so we'll unplug the compressor. We're at 39. That air is pushing out of there. Cool, so we're back down to 21 psi. What we're going to do now, we're going to disconnect all of this, and we're going to put the Indeflate on, and we're going to do the same thing. And start. All right, and we'll see how long this takes to get to 40 psi. Back down to 21, same test, same conditions, ARB compressor's running, the 4-litre tank is full. Big difference immediately between the Morflate and the Indeflate is analog gauge, Morflate was digital. Both pros and cons. Digital's obviously probably a little bit more accurate. Analog doesn't need batteries. I probably prefer digital, but we didn't actually have any batteries for the Morflate when we got here. And luckily one of the other boys had triple A's. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this test. I'll call that 40. Stop. All right, so that was 449, 450, so about 20 seconds difference. Let's talk about the other differences. Let's talk about setup and ease of use. So look, both systems are pretty much identical. They're very similar as far as how they get set up. They both have 4 hoses, 2 short for one side, 2 long for the other. I'm setting it up in the middle of the car. It would be no different if you're at the front of the car. You'd use the short ones on the front wheels, long ones on the back, same. Difference though that I can see in the Morflate, it's got these very positive click in tire, like when you put it onto the tire valve, it clicks in. I really like that. The Indeflate ones have look, there's a solid brass, still a good fitting, but these do go over the valve and then it's got the spring that connects it to it. These work well, don't get me wrong, but in my experience, sometimes the spring comes out or it doesn't locate properly and they fall off a little bit. I'm a big fan of this. I think these are great. Let's have a chat about the build quality and the durability. So first of all, I like this is green. It's just, I like loud colors. I love the color of this. It actually visually looks a lot better. This one doesn't look bad, it's just not green. Build quality, look, the hoses, they're a different material. I'd say they're both really good still. I don't think there's any difference in that. What I like about this one now is this one has got an air compressor valve on the bottom of it, so you can plug your lead straight onto it. Whereas this one has a tire valve, a Schrader valve, I think they're called, on the bottom of it. Now I had to go to ARB, this is, and get a tire valve to compressor fitting, so that actually goes onto that, and then you put the air hose onto that. Now it seems that, see, that just wriggles off, and I don't love that. There's probably, you could get, like, I'm sure you could get a normal, what these come with, and that would fit on, and then have your air compressor valve at the bottom, or maybe you get another fitting. Maybe there's another way around it that I don't know of, but I don't love that at all. That's just, it's not positive. I don't know if you watched me when I was pumping it up, I had to hold that on tight to keep the air in it. So that gets a mark down for that. All right, let's talk about accuracy and consistency. So the big difference here between these two, one's digital and one's analog. Now, digital for me is going to be way more accurate. Downsides, yes, as I said before, you need a battery. Both, though, when you have air coming out or going in, won't be accurate until you stop it and then start it again, and it'll read the right pressure. So that's just a thing they all do. I don't think that's peculiar to any brand. Do like the analog because it is reliable, but I prefer digital because it is more accurate going down and going up. I think deflating these, there seemed to be an awful lot more air come out of this. I think this did it faster. We didn't time it, so it may not have, but I do think this one, the air seemed to just escape from this, whereas it seems the air on this is pushed out of the bottom faster. So I think for speed, accuracy and ease of use, I think the Morflate wins this. Lastly, because we're running out of light here on Fraser and it is time to cook dinner and have a couple of cold ones, these are both $2.99. So I looked on the web earlier, $2.99 for each. Value for money, not because I've been given it, but I do prefer this. I think it is a better system. And the last throwaway comment is this bag that the Morflate comes in is round. The Indeflate is more of a square. It ends up being bigger. This is a lot neater when you pack it away. The cords curl up better than this. So my winner is the Morflate, not because of anything else. I think this is better. Now, we've run out of light, as I said. We do have to test the air compressor yet, and I'm really keen to do that. So we will do that in the morning. So until then, Morflate wins. All right, we're back on the beach. We've just been through Nagalo on Fraser. It was so good. All right, let's get back to the compressor. So this is the Morflate compressor. Now, as I said, they have sent this to us. Essential 4x4 sent us this up for us to test out. So we are going to test it. They have sent me an email with some stats about the compressor. So I'll go through, I guess, the pertinent ones. So apparently these guys were the first in the world and Australia to launch a compressor that had a programmable function. So what's cool about this is you can just set it to like 40 PSI, walk away, and it'll turn itself off when it gets there, as opposed to pushing these back and forward a lot. So we'll try that. It's probably the biggest downfall it has is, it's not a downfall as far as I can see, but this one isn't hardwired in like the ARB one I have in my toolbox. This one is portable, so every time you want to use it, you do have to get it out, open the bonnet, and it does come with a couple of crocodile clips that you'll plug in, so, you know, first world problems. Other things, it does have a purge valve, which I've noticed on the back here, so once you've finished pumping your tires up, you can just press that, release all the air, so make it easier to pull all the connections off. So it comes with a braided hose. Now, the reason they've done this braided hose is the hose gets hotter on use as it is drawing out heat from the compressor, and therefore the hose will get cooler faster and less heat into the compressor upon use. So this is all about keeping this runtime going. Now, further down in here, the compressor has different cylinder rings, because this does look like a lot of the other twin compressors on the market, but they have assured me, and we'll wait and see, that inside it's different. So it has different cylinder rings and pistons to any other twin cylinder on the market, all designed by Morflate around efficiency and heat dissipation. Alloy heat sinks as standard, which is true alloy. This helps with heat dissipation as it will draw heat out and then cool faster. So this has all been designed to work really efficiently, and as it goes down, it has a lifetime warranty. But what blew me away when I read these earlier was that the duty cycle is 45 minutes on and 15 minutes off, which is enough to do around 8 cars. That's so good. So there's 6 of us in the convoy here. I could have this going and pump up all 6 cars without it stopping. I love that. I think that's awesome. What they basically said is, if you're just using this to pump up one tire for the life of the compressor, you don't need this compressor. This is not designed to pump up one tire singly. Yes, if you get a flat and you want to pump it up, happy days, but it's designed for high output for the 4-hose inflate. That's how it works most efficiently and best. It's built with an auto cutoff, so it won't keep pouring if air not going out. Program function up to 125 PSI, and the Pro model, and the normal model goes up to 150 PSI. So, lots to digest there. Let's plug it into the car and we'll go through the same test that we did with the ARB. We're going to let them down to 20, tires are actually, they are at 21. Let's pump them up to 40 on both systems and see what the time difference is like. All right, with the tires all connected, get the timer going again. Let's turn this on. And I think we just should press So for the record, that's at 19.7, so 20 PSI. Right, see how long it takes. To get to 40.7 PSI, so it was at 19.7, not 21, so it's actually the tires were a bit flatter than last night. We're at 40.5 in 3 minutes 25. That's a whole minute, more than a minute faster than the dual ARB with the 4-litre tank on the same setup, different compressor. A minute difference. That's really good. Right, so we're going to knock these back down to, we'll go to 19.7 or as close to it as we can. We'll put the Indeflate on with this compressor and we'll see what that does. Start that. All right, let's see. All right, so we're at 5 minutes 20 and we're just about there, 38 PSI. This is incredible results, to be honest. And I'm also having to hold this because if I let it go, air leaks out, and it's not the compressor, it's that valve, that bicycle valve. Right, stop the clock. We've just hit 40. It's turned itself off. The compressor's working really well. 6 minutes 22. Whew. Let's have a chat about what's happened here. Right, so that's the test done. Now, let's have some thoughts. We put the ARB and the Morflate against each other and the two hoses against each other too. Now, the big takeaway, the big news that I've got is this with this was a minute faster than anything else. So the ARB twin built-in compressor with a 4-litre tank that was charged was still a minute slower nearly than these two. Now, this is just my thinking. Obviously, this compressor's got a really good output. I don't know what the output is, but you could Google that yourself and find out and make your own conclusions. But this does push out a lot of air. But I think the valve on this absolutely trumps the valve on this. Now, that to me is a tire valve, and it's got the little valve in the middle. When you push it on, that little inside bit pushes up a bit and you can air up. This has got a mighty big air compressor sized hole in it, and it just pushes the air into it way faster than that. So this with that, honestly, 3 minutes 25 seconds to air up 4 tires from 19 PSI to 40. Brilliant. Just brilliant. You know what? I love a company that puts their balls on the line and says, hey, we saw your video of these other compressors, ours are better, we're gonna send you one up to try. Sweet, send it up, fair play to you. Morflate from Essential 4x4, it is, in my opinion, better. The compressor's better, faster, and I didn't expect it to be, I really didn't. Twin ARB with the tank, seriously? And the Morflate, the hose, doesn't kink as much. All the connections work better in my opinion. Everything's just better. And I'm not just saying that, I actually truly believe that. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please do remember to subscribe and we will definitely see you in the next one.